speak too loudly because it's like 5 a.m. But just found this book on the bookshelf, so that's Amaterasu. I should know who. No, I've forgotten his name. And then you've got Susanoo down there. But if I open it up, it's absolutely lovely. I'd love to get a copy of this actually. The map of Japan there. And then that's Amaterasu, but if I turn the page a bit more, you've got some characters there as well. And then this is where it gets quite cool for me. So you've got Yamato no Orochi, which is like a 7-headed dragon that Susanoo does slay. And then you've got some more stuff here as well. But because of the pictures, I kind of understand it a bit more. And that, I think, is the primordial sort of stage, essentially. Maybe the elder gods, I'm not sure, 100%. And you've got another page there. And then this is a bit I do recognise. So this is the heavenly jewelled spear that they used, I think, to create the earth, essentially. But that's, yeah. And then they fall in love, like the first 2 human beings on Earth kind of have to do. The first 2 on Japan anyway. And then that makes me think Amaterasu at the bottom, but it probably would be Izanami at this stage, maybe. But it might be going on to a different story, I'm not sure, because you've got the crescent moon at the top, which is probably Tsukuyomi, actually thinking about it, and in the middle, that's probably Susanoo in the middle, especially with a sword. And he gets angry. I think they have an argument from the looks of it. I'm pretty sure it is Amaterasu at the bottom. And then at the bottom there, you've got, I think, 3 of the imperial sort of regalia. So that'll be Kusanagi, and that'll be the heavenly beads. I can't remember what the actual name of them is. And then I think I know what this one is. So Amaterasu and Susanoo sort of arguing about something. And then yes, I know this actually. And then I think Susanoo annoys Amaterasu by just doing various sort of pranks, I guess. The top one, he like kicks a horse, and then it looks like he throws a horse out sort of the 2nd floor or something. And I missed a page. So what happens? Yeah, okay. So Amaterasu sort of disgusted by Susanoo's behaviour, so she ends up sort of, I guess, putting herself into seclusion. She goes into a cave, basically, and then because she's the sort of goddess of the sun, they sort of have to try and get her out. So the top that's probably sort of endless darkness. That middle panel, I'm not sure what that's necessarily referring to, but basically the world goes dark because there's no sun goddess. So they have to try and tempt her out with some dancing and some chickens rooster. I think that's probably to signify it's morning and time for the sun to come out, pretty much. I love this book's really quite nice, actually. So I think she does come out here. Yeah, she sort of peeks out and then comes out. And then as a result, Susanoo is exiled, banished. And he probably ends up here. I'm just going to keep going on this bit, because I do like this bit. So you've got, so he's basically banished to Earth. He goes down to Earth. And then he comes across a couple here, and they're being terrorised by this sort of snake dragon, Yamato no Orochi. And this area where I'm at now is kind of, that's allegedly that's kind of where the sort of story was would kind of originate and stem from this sort of area. You've got the shrine nearby for Susanoo, and there's a lot of sort of mythology in East Timor. So the dragon's basically terrorising them all, and I think he comes up with a plan. Yeah, he does. So he fills all of these will be filled with sake, with alcohol, and you can see the dragon. I love how they've drawn it actually here, and the dragon drinks the sake, each head, I guess, and what happens when you drink loads of alcohol? Eventually you'll feel tired and want to sleep. And, and then, because the dragon is sleeping, he just cuts all its head off, all their heads off. I think that will be, I know he's using a sword there, but that might be Kusanagi actually, because there's a sword that he gets because it comes out of Yamato no Orochi. So that suggests, so that's probably the couple, or actually no, that's Susanoo, because I think he gets married to the girl of the family, and that looks like Amaterasu, and I think formally that Kusanagi might have been her sword or something, I don't know, but it's a gift from Susanoo to Amaterasu, and that sort of redeems him as the story goes. And I do kind of want to keep looking, but yeah, I'll have to try and find this book, because this is like proper, like their version of the Japanese mythology. Like I can read it on Wikipedia and I can read Western versions, but this is super cool. And you've got a crow there, which I think is, I can't remember what they're called, but there's a link to them in the mythology. But I mean, I hope my audio has been picked up well on this. But this is something I'm really fascinated by anyway, and this is why I'm in the area essentially. But this is an amazing book. Hopefully, if I've videoed it, I can probably maybe try and translate some of the characters. Maybe I'd love to buy this book. Really, really nice, and quite visual as well. Actually, yeah, awesome. I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, I mean that's for me. The Japanese mythology is one of the big reasons I'm here, because I'm really interested in it. So, yeah, and it's only number 1. I'll have to get them all. Love it. Love it. See you in a bit.